Hey guys, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snack Bar here with 30 wins with 30 teams in the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now, I'm excited about this because I haven't done 30 wins with 30 teams in a while. And I love 30 wins with 30 teams because I get a chance, of course, to play as every single team and be able to go over some of the history with you about the team. Now, everybody has their favorite team in baseball, and I feel bad that I don't always get to premiere every team on here. You guys know that I don't dislike any team or anything like that at all. I mean, I'm a fan of baseball more than anything else, and that's kind of why I want to do this here, because I know some of you guys are really passionate about your teams, and I want to be able to show them all here on YouTube. So with the Dodgers, this is going to be a lot of fun. They got a very good team, especially on the offensive side of things, and hopefully we'll be able to put together a good game against the Diamondbacks. Now, as we kind of go into things here, you guys know I like to talk about the history a little bit of the teams. With the Dodgers, they have a very, very long history. Now, they originally started in 1883. You guys know them as the Brooklyn Dodgers here. When you kind of talk a little bit more about the past here, but they officially became the Dodgers in the 1930s because when they were in Brooklyn, they were known as the Trolley Dodgers. So that's where the Dodgers thing came from. But we're going to talk about some of the players and things like that, but I really do want to focus on the LA side of things here when we kind of go over history of the team. I will, of course, touch on Brooklyn Dodger baseball because that is a big part of how the LA Dodgers, of course, have come to be and some of their tradition and things like that. But since they are in LA, we'll kind of focus on that here as much as we can. Getting a strikeout with a fastball high and outside, Clayton Kershaw, which is on the mound here. Going to do a great job, I think, for us here in this game. One of the best pitchers that you're going to find, especially one of the best lefties here in the game. But Shane Victorino, recent acquisition here to the Dodgers, goes ahead and gets the first hit of the game. This little slow roller that goes into center field. And I know if I was playing as Timmy Timmons right now, I'd be really frustrated. I'd be like, why did you have me go ahead and do that? Because we don't get any skill points off of it. But we're going to go ahead and steal third with Shane Victorino. He is a quick base runner. That ends up working here. The only reason I did that is because I've got a righty up at the plate right now. Catcher has to get out of the way to be able to make the throw over to third, and that gives me a little bit of extra time. But unfortunately, not able to bring Victorino home, so it still is tied at 0 here as we are in the top of the second inning. Now, like I was talking, the Dodgers really do have a lot of history, even in the LA side of things. The stadium that they play at, Dodger Stadium, is the third oldest ballpark, in baseball right now, behind Fenway Park and Wrigley Field. A lot of great moments have taken place at Dodger Stadium, and it's something that I think would be a great place to go to. I mean, I hope one day I'd be able to get to go to every single baseball stadium, but I would really, really love to visit Dodger Stadium for the history and just to get the taste of what it's like to watch a Dodgers game, because Dodger fans are very passionate about their baseball team, and I think rightfully so. Just a historically great team, and I think it'd be a lot of fun to watch. But we're looking at a ground ball here for the Diamondbacks that rolls out to Matt Kemp here in center field. So they end up getting a hit. Now, hopefully we can eliminate this threat right now. I'd like to come away with a pretty big win in this game, but we're looking at a bunt. Ellis is going to go pick that one up, throw it over to first. So we're looking at an out, but the base runner now is in scoring position in second. We do have 2 outs on the board, so it should be pretty easy for us to get out of this situation here. A good fly ball is what ends that for us here, and now we're in the bottom of the third. Now Ellis getting another hit. This one goes in center field too, so everybody apparently has been feeling like getting a hit here into center. All right. So Kershaw doing the same thing, laying down a bunt. It's going to move Ellis over to second. And now I've got somebody in scoring position, but I do have the benefit of only having 1 out instead of 2. But still, same thing happens here, not able to bring anybody home. 4th inning now, 1 out. Kershaw. This one goes into right field. Pretty close to the corner here. Andre Ethier running this one down and throwing it into the infield. We're looking at a stand-up double. So Arizona coming up with a big hit here early in the 4th inning. Only 1 out, and I got to be worried about this one here because a good hit will bring him home. All right, so another thing, too, you guys know I like to discuss some of the big players that have played for the Dodgers. I mean, if you go and you take a look at just even some of the numbers that have been retired by the Dodgers, man, you've got some great players right here. You got Sandy Koufax, one of the greatest pitchers to play the game. He's been retired. Jackie Robinson, of course, he played for Brooklyn. Tommy Lasorda, man, talk about a phenomenal manager. And Tommy Lasorda's got to be up there among some of the best. So when you look at that and you look at some of the Hall of Famers, these guys have had some tremendous players here. I mean, I could even continue to go on with the amount of guys that have played for the Dodgers that have made a true impact on baseball. Guys will have to go through and check it out because, I mean, I'm just going through all of these names here, and it's just like, my gosh, a lot of history, a lot of great players. Ooh, sweet catch. So it kind of goes to show just what these guys have been able to do, even after making the transition from Brooklyn to LA. So, I mean, you even look at their roster right now, and you got some phenomenal players as well, too. That's kind of one of the things about the Dodgers that's been consistent, is just having a very good team. Sure, you've had some years where it just hasn't worked out that great, but when you look at what the Dodgers are doing right now with their team and how they're building themselves up still, these guys are going to be a powerhouse, I think, in baseball for some time. All right. So now we are continuing to look at some decent offensive production out of the Diamondbacks in the 5th inning here with 1 out. So I don't know what's happening with Kershaw right now. Laying down a bunt once again. Ellis, come on, get that. What is going on? Why is the computer holding it and then throwing it over to Hanley Ramirez at third? I have no idea what that was, but I have a feeling it's not going to be pretty. I'm rattled right now. My accuracy on my pitches have gone oh, man, that's everywhere. Victorino, thankfully making the catch. Computer's not going to tag up and try and come home. I don't blame him with an arm like that out of Victorino there in left field. That was a pretty good throw home. All right, so a lot of my pitches here have been kind of worn down, but the computer gets a hit off of that curve. Ethier throwing it in. We're looking at a 1-0 game right now. Arizona, of course, is in the lead. So with the Dodgers, I think, really excelling on the offensive side of things, I want to make sure that I go ahead and get plenty of hits right now the next time I come up here. So here we are in the 7th inning. Matt Kemp helping the team out here with a home run. This one's going to go into left field. Wow, that one almost hit the pole. But just a great hit. 392, really got a hold of that one. So Matt Kemp tying the game up here with that home run. I can't think of anybody else who I would trust to go through and get a home run in a moment like that besides Matt Kemp. Runner-up for the NL MVP last year. I think if he would have stayed healthy, he would definitely be the front runner for the National League MVP this year, had he been continuing on with the way that he started out. But I'm just glad that he's back. He helps out the Dodgers just tremendously. And he's one of those guys that is just so much fun to watch. Now, Hanley Ramirez, another acquisition here, of course, from the Marlins. That was a pretty intense thing what's happened with the Marlins so far this year. So I think he was pretty happy to get out of there. Look at that lead, though, that he's getting over at first. I'm going to go ahead and head over to second with Hanley Ramirez, sliding no problem at all. It's a good thing I did not swing at that curveball because that ended up being ball number 1 for us here. All right, so on the next pitch, actually, 1 pitch becomes 3, and I end up getting walked. So now I've got runners on first and second here with 1 out. The computer trying to go for the double play, but I'm going to make sure I do everything I can to prevent that from happening. A good hit that goes into left field, and that's going to load up the bases here. Was thinking about coming home with Hanley Ramirez. I probably could have. That's okay. Bases loaded curse is not working here for me. That's going to bring 1 runner home. I was thinking about maybe going 2, so the bases are loaded once again. That does give us the lead, though, as Hanley Ramirez comes home. Look at that win probability. It has gone in the complete opposite direction. Now that we have the 1-run lead and we've got the bases loaded, I think the computer's anticipating some more runs. We do get one out. Shane Victorino reaching for that one, but that one hits the line, heads into the corner, bringing 2 runs home. He's going to head over to second. Wow, so a 2-run double, and I'm not going to go any farther than that, because this puts me in a good position here. 4-1 for the Dodgers now. And it's starting to plateau, but the thing is it's plateauing at the highest point here on that anticipation of them winning. All right, so we're going to be looking here at a relief pitcher. Not helping out too much, as that's going to be another run. Oh, never mind. We're going to make that one 2. 2 more runs come home here as Mark Ellis goes ahead and gets that hit and brings a couple people home. Dang, this has just been a great inning for us offensively. Now, it seems like a lot of the pitches here have been over the plate. Matt Kemp reaching for that one here, too, taking it into right field. So now I'll have runners on first and second. That was just a good throw. I wasn't going to go ahead and try and go up against that one here. All right, Andre Ethier. Haven't seen him too much this game here, but a great hit into right field that's going to bring nobody home, but get the bases loaded. I'm really hoping I could get a home run. That would be so nice for me to be able to finally have here, just to get a grand slam. But I don't know what that was here, but 2 more runners come home, and it is now 8-1. So we were down 1-0 here at the beginning of this inning. Now we have 8 runs. Dodgers, my gosh, you guys are doing a great job. Are we going to get one more? Absolutely. This one goes into left field. I figure, you know what, why not? What could it hurt to try and risk it here? But a bad throw ends up allowing me to come home. If that was one that had gotten right to the catcher and he was standing right at the plate, I mean, if it was a good throw, I would have been out by quite a bit. So strike that one up here to the computer. Not doing a great job here at all, but 9-1 now. This is the most runs I have had in one inning in the games of MLB 2K12 I have played, which is quite a lot. So you guys are watching, I guess, Dunbar Snack Bar history right here, as that was the best inning I have ever had offensively in this game. And it's coming from the Dodgers. So those of you who are Dodgers fans, congratulations on having a great team that'll allow me to do this here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to end this game here with Jansen on the mound. I figure, why not go ahead and bring in the closer? Let's try and show off some of the other Dodgers right now here and just kind of get to see more of your guys' favorite players, because I really wish I could show everybody here who plays for the Dodgers, but at the same time, I've also got to worry about how this game ends up. It's called 30 wins with 30 teams, so I don't know. I've got to play this one smart, but I don't know. If Jansen's your guy, here you go. All right, so with how things are looking right now in the West, and this is, of course, right now. If you guys watch this later on, this might not be how it ends up, but Dodgers are half a game behind the Giants. And these guys are definitely fighting for the top of the West with going up against the Giants. I mean, these guys, gosh, you got 2 great teams here, struggling back and forth, or fighting back and forth, not struggling. Gosh. If you're fighting for the top of the NL West, you guys aren't struggling at all. These are some good teams, so I'm sorry. I misspoke. I've got a lot of respect for both teams, but in this one here, we're going to go ahead and get the win. This one's going to roll out to Mark Ellis, who's going to throw it over here to first, and we're going to be looking at out number 3 here in the top of the 9th. Don't need to play a bottom of the 9th here at all. We out-hit the Diamondbacks, 16-6. So a great game, a great win here for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And like I told you guys, I'm going to try to keep this going here after, gosh, not having done this for a while. So I appreciate you guys watching this. I really, really do. More, of course, to come here with 30 wins with 30 teams. Thank you for watching, Dodgers fans, and everybody else who comes across the channel. Feel free to subscribe if you guys haven't already. You guys know you can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff if you want to be in the know. But again, thank you so much, you guys, for watching. As always, I hope you guys have a good one.